But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Second down, McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And here comes Abdullah on the return.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man here is Conklin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 36 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Panthers.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 20.
A good pick up there. 26 yards.
Carolina.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, Panthers.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And 4 at the 9-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Give to Cook out of the gun.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, the first down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Vikings! Tyler Conklin, 47 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Rodgers. Again, he targets Moore. This one is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Flushed out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run it again with Cook. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
This one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game
I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play, right?
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 78 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper, and also a first down.
The 7-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now here's a throw that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They run. Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
On the stop. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the night, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. From the gun, it's Rodgers. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
On play action, Rodgers. He's trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone got their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
Rodgers going to throw.
3 at the 30.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. That'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pushing his way inside the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Back to throw here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this one back. It's a big 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Slide.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Peace.